I'm going to try to do in a very quickly and succinct manner is to show you how to use the tablet in the field in order to do map updates using the best possible method. What's good about this is that when you're done, you can give your updates back to the person who owns the master map, and they can evaluate them and put them in exactly as you put them in the field. Let me show you how I do that. So first thing I'm going to do is open Orienteering Mapper. That's the software we're using in the club for the most part. I'm going to open a map, and the map I'm going to open is going to be the Green River map. Green River Community College map that Dave gave me. This is the working version of the map. Dave has the actual master copy, but he duplicated it, gave it to me. So what you can do is, if you select this button here, you'll see templates. And we use templates for things like bringing in satellite imagery and LiDAR data and stuff in order to trace on top. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this map as an image. Export it as an image. The red box shows me what I'm going to export. I'm going to put it as a resolution of a very high resolution, 600, and I'm going to make sure I select the Save World file here. That's going to allow me to bring it back into this map in the exact right location. Hit the export button. It's going to ask me where I want it. I'm just going to call this FW1 for Fieldwork 1. Save it. 600 DPI is a lot. But I'm going to go back to the templates now and bring that in by selecting Open and select my folder where it's located at, FW1, Open, and it's going to ask me, is it georeferenced? The answer is yes, so I'm going to select Open. It's going to ask me the system of coordinate reference, and I'm going to say it's the same as the map. Now you see I have FW1 under the map. When I turn the map off, it's there. And everything is printed around the borders that we had. So that's really nice. If I turn it off, there's nothing there. So this represents all of these symbols on the map. And if you see, if I select them, I'm selecting all kinds of symbols. And what I want to do is I want to essentially delete every single one of those symbols. I just press the delete button there and turn on the simply turn on the picture of the map. So now I'm not selecting anything. Everything is gone. It's a blank canvas. Really, it's just a template below the map. So I'm going to save that. And then this map now exists right here, and I'm going to call this a different name just so I don't get confused. Fieldwork 1. I'm going to take this map plus its templates, and I'm going to copy them into my tablet. This represents my tablet over here. It's plugged into my computer using a USB drive. And if I navigate to the file system, it'll say Android, data, and then scroll down within the data folder till you get to org.openorienteering-mapper in the files directory. We just simply copy those to the files directory, and now they exist on the tablet. So what's great about this now is I can use the tablet to open up the map, get a GPS position of where I'm at on the map, put in my updates to the map, and then when I'm done with the updates, I can import them back into the existing master map seamlessly. Here I am in my yard, but I'm going to display to you and demonstrate how I use OpenMapper with a template file using Fieldwork. So as we see, OpenMapper is right here at the bottom of the screen. I also have a sister app right here that is a GPS app. Usually I open the GPS app, and initially you'll see that it says no fix until it finds the satellites. When it finds them, you'll get a 3D fix. 3D fix is there, then you know that the satellite is working and it should be available for OpenMapper. OpenMapper I'll open up, and this is what the tablet looks like. The first time you open a map, you'll have to go to the storage, and then you'll find the map. This is my Lake Wilderness map that I have, and it's titled FW_1. This is a dummy map that I create only for Fieldwork so that it enables me to not mess up the original map. So I'll select that. It'll say a few things that you can disregard and just select OK. Bottom right hand corner, I'll select Close. And now you see that there's no layers turned on my map. So I'll put the FW1 template on. Come on, select it. And now you'll see that this is just a picture of the map. The map itself is blank. So this picture is actually geo-rectified in the right spot. And if I select the double red and white arrow in the upper left-hand corner, I will start getting my GPS position. To see where I'm located at, on the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see 4 arrows pointing towards a red dot. I'll select that, and it should center on my position. This is actually my house right there, so I'm a little bit away from the park. But as you can see how handy that would be, as I walk around towards the park, you'll start to be able to see my position move. And you see the little trail coming behind me. Now I'm not going to walk all the way to the park for the purposes of the demonstration, but you get the idea. If you walk around and see things on the map, say for example you're walking along a trail right here, you maybe around this center of the map where the white triangle is located at. If you were walking through there, you would be able to see where you're at and put things on the map in relative correct position. To put things on the map correctly, you simply select the bottom right hand corner. It'll bring up a symbol menu. For this case, I'm going to select a triangle, which is a prominent landform feature. Now you see the black dot is selected, indicating anywhere I click, I'll drop a point feature. So I'll drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every time I click on the screen with my pen, I'm dropping a bunch. If I make a mistake, I can select the undo button. Undo all the way out. Also, you can see that if I want to, I can change the transparency of this picture that I have behind the map. It's okay. And that's basically the idea of figuring out where you're at and adding things. What I like to do is use this pencil tool, which is a scribble tool. I select Add Template. If I look in the layers, this template's called Draft, and I'll move it up above the map. So this scribble tool allows me to use certain colors to draw things in. There's red, for example. I like to use red for drawing in thick vegetation. I like to use blue for drawing in white areas or open forests. I like to use pink for drawing in light forests. I use brown, of course, for indicating form line features or things that I need to draw in with a form line. And as I walk around the trails, I'll try to indicate the shape of the trails correctly as I walk around my GPS track. Or I'll just make notes, such as man-made object. And then later on I can put them in the map. But I do like to put in things in the field the best I can. One of the things you can do is you can put in areas such as, I'll select a drawing tour. Say you see an open area here. It's open with scattered trees. You can select that, draw it. Maybe you want to draw a open area, and you draw all the features you feel like drawing. In our case that we had over here, we had a dark green area in that area. Yeah, no, that's a mistake. That's a road I selected. I had a dark green area selected, and then I had a white area, and then I had a light green area. Nice little rainbow shape here. Cool. Okay, so those are all in the system. When I'm done, I simply press the Save button. It saves both my map and my scribbles. I can choose how I want to work, scribbles or real mapping. And that's it. I'm done. I bring it back and I merge it into the real map, or I finish drawing the real map on a computer and then I merge it together. Let me show you how that's done. Okay, back at my computer. Now what I'm going to do is import the map that I created out in the field. So these are the files that I put in the computer. So I will create a folder that just says something along the lines of pre-field work 1. I'll put those together. And then I'll go to my Samsung tablet over here, and if you go to Android, Data, scroll all the way down to com.openorienteer.mapper, find the files, you'll get the 3 files that you have. These 2 are not changeable. Those are just the template files that you were drawing on. This is the map that you created. This is the GPS file, and that's the scribble. So we'll take all 3 of these and we'll put them back into Fieldwork. Okay. I want those in the Fieldwork folder. And I'll just call that post FW1. Alright, so now this is my new map. So you're going to give this map to the person who's in charge of the master map, Dave or myself or someone like that. And what they're going to do is they're going to open this up. Open map. We're going to find the post map file. We're going to open it up, and this is what you drew in there. Now if we look in the templates, of course we could see the picture file that you were using for the map. That would be this one. We can see where it's at, but it's not really part of the actual master map. All that's part of the master map are these items you put right here. You put actual map items here of rootstock, an open area, and open scattered trees, and then you drew some other areas in. So what you could do is you could physically add those in now on the computer in the correct spot. You can say, okay, well there's an actual man-made object right there. The trail is actually going this way. And there's a form line right there, so we could add all of that in. Okay, so now I've got myself a trail, a map, and these features here. And I just saved the map. So what I would do if I was Dave or myself or somebody who was trying to take your field work is I would take this map that you have right here, and then I would open the master map. So here I'm going to go to the Lake Wilderness master map. I'm not going to actually save this, but for the purposes of our conversation, you get the idea. The master map is here side by side with the one you had. And what I would do is I would simply take all your field work. I would say File, Import, and then I would find the field work that you had, and I just import your map. And it's going to say, oh, you want to do these? I say, okay. Now you see those are all brought in the exact right spot. Everything is correct. It's not the same order it normally is. There we go. It's like this, like that. Cut it out. It's like this, like that. Cut it out. It's like this. It's like this, like that. Cut it out. Cut it out. And that's it. I'm done. I resaved the new map, and that's what it looks like, even though that's crappy in this case, but that's the idea. And the map has now been merged. Now I'm of course going to go and do all that stupid stuff, but that's the idea. Pretty simple. Hope that helps.